Now the Crossroads League regular season is in the books, and postseason play begins tonight as the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars visit the west side of Indianapolis to face the Marian Knights in the first round of the 2025 Women's Crossroads League basketball tournament. As we welcome you into the PE Center on the campus of Marian University, Rob Brown alongside Jan Bozier for this one between the Marian Knights and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. Marian coming in at 22-6 off of a huge upset win over IWU on Saturday. Jan, a big one tonight for the Knights to keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, I tell you, this team is absolutely peaking at the right time. You can see it getting better and better and better. Phenomenal season, and then go get a signature win at Indiana Wesleyan. They are primed for tournament play.
Mount Vernon Nazarene coming in with a win in its regular season finale as well at home over Grace. Mount Vernon trying to do something it has not done in a long, long time, and that's defeat Marian. Hasn't happened in over 6 years. We'll take a break and come back. We're going to step out here for the anthem. When we return, we'll have the lineup and the tip for this one between Marian and Mount Vernon Nazarene. It's next on the ISC Sports Network.
To see the success that we've had around here has been very, very rewarding for me. My name is Steve Downing. I'm athletic director. We've been able to build buildings. We've been able to put up video boards. We've been able to build locker rooms, dining halls here, and I think a lot of that speaks to the M Club itself. You know, people are really excited about what we're doing here. We haven't had to sacrifice anything for our athletes, okay, in terms of clothing them, feeding them, or traveling them to events, and we've done it in a first-class way, and I'm really excited about what that means for the M Club itself.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top-performing banks. Take our fixed-rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top-performing banks. Hop on over.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
Well, back at the PE Center, Marian and Mount Vernon Nazarene getting set to open this first round of the Crossroads League tournament. Let's go down to the public address for the visiting team introductions.
Sixth-seeded Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene University. At forward, number 2, Serenity Johnson. At guard, number 4, Emily Walker. At forward, number 11, Naomi Kaib. At guard, number 14, Katie Sprang. And at center, number 22, Angela Roshak. The Cougars head coach is Amanda Short. Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineups for the Mount Vernon Nazarene University Cougars.
Freshman Serenity Johnson, certainly a contender for Freshman of the Year in the Crossroads League, leading the team in scoring at 14.5 a game and second in rebounding at 6.5.
Yeah, she's really good. We've seen her. They were here a few weeks ago. They're really picking up the slack with their leading scorer, Maggio, still out.
Yeah, Teresa Maggio, the leading scorer for this team, out with an injury. The Lafayette, Indiana McCutcheon High School product, averaging 19.5 points a game, unavailable tonight. Back to the floor for the Marian intros.
Night Nation, it's time to stand up and make some noise as we meet the starters for your Marian University Knights. At center, a 6'1" junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio, number 11, Abby McNally. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Bedford, Indiana, number 15, Madison Bailey. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from Huntington, Indiana, number 23, Taylor Double. At guard, a 6'1" redshirt sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 24, Olivia Faust. And at guard, a 5'8" redshirt sophomore from Pittsboro, Indiana, number 34, Kenna Kirby. Your Knights head coach in her first season is Santana Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineup.
Well, there's the Knights starting five and a season full of accolades for the junior Abby McNally. Another one coming down just yesterday, and that McNally named the NAIA National Defensive Player of the Week. McNally, last year's Crossroads League Defensive Player of the Year, so she just continues to add plaques and certificates to the trophy case, the junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, no question. She's the foundation of this ball club. How about this? 7 straight games of double-double. She is the one complete, consistent, and they just work around her. And now what's really been nice is she's getting a lot of different contributions from a lot of different people. And how about that coach? What a great job she has done, Santana Anderson. You know, a lot of unknowns coming into this year, and man, has she really did a great job with this women's basketball team.
Tim Cartwright, the crew chief, working tonight, tosses the ball in the air, working alongside Andy Godwin and Chris Johnson. We'll get to Jan's Keys here in a moment as well. Knights in the home whites with the gold lettering and numerals trimmed in navy blue. Mount Vernon Nazarene in the powder blue uniforms, white numerals and lettering trimmed in dark blue. Turnaround shot by Double, and the lane is good.
And that's what Marian does. 47%, Rob, from the field.
And a backcourt steal by Bailey. Double. Faust gets by a defender who slips and hits the open jumper.
I told you off camera, she is playing as good as anybody right now with so much confidence.
Faust coming off a career-high 25 points, one of 3 20-point scorers in that upset win over second-ranked in the nation, Indiana Wesleyan, on the road in overtime on Saturday for the Knights. Johnson driving kick. Corner 3 is too strong, but a rebound by Roshak. Back out to Kai, who resets to Johnson.
Roshak really had a good game the last time the Cougars played here. She's inside, outside, pretty good player, number 22.
Walker, one of the top assist distributors in the league, gives to Johnson. Johnson drives, and drive is too strong on the 10-foot runner. Here comes Bailey the other way.
You know, the improvement that I've seen so much among so many things. How about 16-3 second chance points against Indiana Wesleyan? This team is really rebounding well, Rob.
Drive and kick, double finding Faust for the corner three. It's a 7-0 start for the home team.
Yeah, how about Faust against Indiana Wesleyan? Wow, we got so many great things to say about so many people.
Deflected and stolen, outletting Kirby on the steal, and a timeout.
What a great start for the Knights.
30-second timeout, as Amanda Short has seen enough. With the Knights out to a 9-0 start, that gives us a chance to take a look at Jan's keys to tonight's game.
Well, no shock. Shot selection, points in the paint, whatever you want to call it. That's what the Knights do. They average 47% shooting when they take great shots. Defensive pressure. Defense is their staple. Rob, 59 points a game. That is awesome, awesome defense by the Knights. And always free throws at tournament time. You got to hit them.
Well, defensive pressure leading to points there from Kirby. Knights have already gotten 2 steals off of full court pressure after a make. And that leads to 9 points early. Knights forcing 2 turnovers in the first 2 minutes and 7 seconds of this ball game.
Well, I think really the key for tonight's ball game, maybe as much as anything, is just the mental approach. After a huge, huge win on the road, you got to come back, and you can't take for granted any team right now, because this conference really has anybody can beat anybody. We've seen that all through the year. So hopefully they have come out sharp, no question about it. Really good start.
I'd say the Knights have passed the test here in the first 2
have.
minutes and 7 seconds.
That's a good thing. Got to play it. And the thing they've been doing a really great job here in the last part of the season is playing a full game. They had a small little problem against Indiana Wesleyan here where they had not so good third quarter that cost them the game. You were here. Had they did anything there, they probably would have won that game.
Full court pressure. Johnson breaks it with a diagonal pass to Sprang. Knights in a scramble defensively out front.
Good defense.
And McNally clears another rebound.
Really good defense. Good defense means you don't foul, but still play really good defense.
Faust looks for a screen, dribbles away from it. Foul line pull-up is too strong. That's the first Knights miss after 4 straight makes. Fading away. Good look from Kirby, but missed it just a shade long.
Yeah, you'll take both those shots any day.
Roshak, deep post on Faust, turns into a
she's the real deal,
shot.
Rob. I've told you, she's got really smooth moves. She's very comfortable around the rim.
Roshak's first bucket.
Bad pass.
Johnson jumped the passing lane and anticipates with the steal. One-on-one against double, puts it up and in. Does Johnson to draw the foul.
Yeah, that wasn't a good pass. Usually they've been crisp in the passing lanes. And just a lot of contact there. An official let a few of them go, but said, no, that's too many. And she gets the N1 opportunity.
Double takes the foul. Johnson trying to complete the three-point play. Serenity Johnson ranking in the top 10 in the league in rebounds and block shots as a freshman. Also in assists, having a fantastic freshman season. The freshman out of Uniontown, Ohio.
Well, Rob, we went from 9-0 to quickly 9-5.
5 straight points after Amanda Short called the timeout. Foul fighting through the screen. Sprang takes it for the Cougars.
Yeah, Sprang with an illegal screen. I think she actually was trying to fight. I should rephrase that. She was trying to fight through the screen. Got caught with too much contact.
Bailey takes Walker to the baseline.
This young lady here has been the real deal handling the ball.
Bailey, offensive rebound, finds a cutting Kirby, but missed the runner off the board. Tracks down her own rebound, though, does Kirby, and Faust lost the handle out of bounds.
Well, the Knights are hitting the boards early again on the second chance opportunities. Clearly that was one of the key stats that helped them over the top of the Wildcats.
5-2 early off rebounding advantage for the Knights. Roshak got in deep, but the turnaround a tad strong off the back of the rim.
McNally now with 3 unofficial rebounds.
Bailey gets a screen from McNally. Leaves it out front to double. Knocked free from behind, but it squirts right to McNally, and the reverse layup
How
is
about
good.
just picking something up, making something out of it. She's got her first bucket of the game.
Fortune favors those in the right spot at the right time. And more Knights pressure creates a turnover. This time, Kai trapped on the sideline. Knights on the push. It's double all the way for the bucket.
Cougars didn't stop ball at all. She takes her all the way in.
Double with 4. Lead back to 8. Walker scoops to Roshak down the baseline. McNally cuts Roshak off, and Bailey steps in the passing lane. Bailey slows up the dribble, waits for help, now attacks, puts it up and in.
Boy, that's really body control. Really good job by Bailey. She's really brought the point guard position here, made it very stable.
First double-figure lead of the night for the home team. 15-5 to score halfway through the first period. Roshak in deep, put it up on the up and under against McNally and drew the foul.
Well,
crafty move.
It was, because she was vertical, but she caught her moving. See, so right there's the body. So that's a great move to get the defender to body you and get the foul.
McNally takes the personal, her first. Especially nowadays, Jan, when post defenders are taught to keep the arms straight up. As soon as Roshak sensed McNally's arms coming down, she pivoted right into those arms.
Yeah, she did. Well, and she also sensed her moving. She's, McNally's got to keep her feet planted there. And then she probably would have been all right. But the fact her feet were moving, she's going to get the foul there. Wasn't bad defense. It's just a little too much contact.
Roshak hits both free throws, then checked out, replaced by Megan Weekly, 5'10" redshirt freshman from Westerville, Ohio. Mount Vernon Nazarene steal up the floor, Weekly's first touch. Swung out front to Walker. Johnson, driving kick. Walker, rainbow corner three is good.
That's what they do. They shoot a bunch of them. They shoot 21 plus a game, but averaging around 7. They hit more than that the last time they were here.
Bailey couldn't get it to go, just grazed it off the front of the rim. Johnson out of the traffic to the left arc, holds up. Weekly run off the line by Faust. Sprang, spins double into the lane, back out to Johnson with 7 on the timer. Johnson to the basket, draws the foul on Bailey, 2 shots.
Just a lot of body contact. They tried to overload the right side that time and give the opposite side some breathing room and some room to work. See, everybody moves out. Just a lot of contact right there. Got the foul.
Kylie McNally steps in for the Knights. Johnson shoots 2. First one too strong.
Yeah, they've kind of changed up this lineup a little bit, and I think it's worked out because I think the rotation keeps them plenty of breathing room when they make the substitution as far as interior defensive rebounding.
Well, Bailey grabs that rebound. When it rains, it pours, so trust the pros at AAA Roofing. That's who we call. Special thanks to AAA Roofing for their support of Marian Athletics. Johnson comes up empty on the 2 free throws. Lead holds at 5 for the Knights. Kirby cut off on the baseline. One-legged fade is short. And Sprang scoops the rebound ahead. Johnson.
Abby McNally just about got her second foul there.
Oh, McNally turns it away. Abby McNally, I should say, as the McNally sisters both on the floor. Kylie with the block, I should say, on that play.
Kylie brings instant energy. She's got a high motor.
And the foul drawn at the rim by Madison Bailey. Take a look at Kylie's block again. Straight up and challenge the basketball right at the point of release. Madison Bailey at the line shooting 2.
Madison Bailey's got so much upside. She's played so well coming into this program, taking over this point guard, and just handled it with perfection. Her teams rally around her, and she's going to have a phenomenal career here. I really believe that.
Already in the program top 50 in assists.
Yep. Her basketball IQ is something we don't talk a lot about, but it's really solid.
Serenity Johnson took that foul, by the way, her first. Walker takes Bailey to the baseline, driving kick. Swung back out front to Weekly. Cross-court pass, working against the Marian zone. 6 to shoot for Johnson. Sprang corner 3, short off the front rim. Bailey hit ahead to Kylie McNally. Collision with Johnson, and Johnson not set, takes the foul on the block. That's the second foul on Johnson, so she will take a seat, does Johnson. And Kybe returns. That's an impactful second foul for the Cougars.
Marian got off to a really good start, Rob, and they've kind of slowed down offensively here.
Kylie McNally has her shot blocked by Roshak.
Don't get a foul there. No need to.
Roshak in a hurry into the forecourt, takes it all the way, rushed the shot. And Bailey ahead. Collection dribble for Double. Three-pointer in and out.
And Double can hit that and does hit that shot.
Abby McNally missed the layup, missed the putback, staying with it, still has it.
That's 3 rebounds.
3 offensive rebounds for Abby McNally in the sequence, and a foul called. Abby staying with it, and Sprang takes the foul.
Abby goes, let me show you how to up my offensive rebound stats.
Wow. Fourth
Awesome.
foul on the team.
She stays with it. I love it.
That foul called on the floor? Oh, my.
They caught it on the rebound.
On the rebound, okay. Shaylin Gwillams stepping in for the Cougars. 5'7" junior from Loudonville, Ohio. So foul on the floor, team foul 4, so the next Cougar foul puts the Knights in the bonus.
Man.
Double missed the foul line jumper.
Knights have went flat cold in the half court.
Knights now shooting 37% after making their first 4. They've hit 3 of their last 15. To your point.
Yeah.
Roshak, kick it back out. Rainbow 3 by Walker is short.
Well, in a game like this, you don't want to give the Cougars any room to gain confidence here.
Bailey, deep bounce into Kylie McNally. Turnaround shot over the rim and a whistle against Roshak.
Good post up by Kylie down on the block. Got the defender to bite.
That will put Kylie McNally on the line. The scorer's table sending Chris Johnson back to the table just to get a clarification. McNally's first free throw, no good. Well, grab a Pepsi and some friends and get in the game.
Wow, missed both of them. And this is kind of the focus I talked about after a big win. They come out strong. All of a sudden have hit a little bit of a flat spell here. Who's going to ignite this Knight ball club? Here she comes.
And a foul in the backcourt. After the Knights steal, that foul on Kybe. Cougars over the limit, so the Knights will shoot 2 more. Knights are 1 for 4.
Well, Rob, just a quick observation.
From the foul line.
The half-court offense is not moving near like it was early. They've got to get back where they're moving, cutting, and getting the shots and good spacing.
Abby McNally at the line. That one, first one is no good.
There you go.
Now he makes the second. 17-10 our score. Roshak, short jumper in the lane is good.
Roshak, I'm telling you, she moves. She really is a good ball player.
And Abby McNally knifing through the lane draws the foul. Roshak takes her second foul. So the foul's starting to mount up. Roshak and Johnson, the two leading scorers for the Cougars, each with 2 here in the first quarter.
Kylie does a good job that time of really kind of forcing the official to make that call. Used her body in the contact and go up.
Kylie McNally misses the first one. One more. That one's good. First point of the night for Kylie McNally. Roshak will check out. Cameron Cummings coming on.
Yep.
6'1", redshirt freshman from Lewis Center, Ohio.
Abby getting extended rest here, plus you don't want her to pick up another foul with 50-some seconds, so that extends her rest period a little bit.
Emily Grimm is in for the Knights. 6'2", freshman from Centerville, Ohio. 18-12 our score, final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Knights have led throughout. Jumped out to a 9-0 lead and have not looked back. Kylie McNally's got the steal, 2-on-1.
Really pretty
bounce
pass.
to Eva Fisher, who's
Really
in the
pretty.
ball game with the layup.
Really nice bounce pass by Kylie McNally.
Kylie McNally's steal made that happen. Lead back to 8. Knights have led by as much as 10 in this first quarter. Weekly has a screen out front from Cummings if she wants it. Kybe launches 3, too strong. Kylie McNally clears it, and that'll do it. Quarter number 1 in the books. Knights leading by as much as 10 in this first quarter, taking 8-point advantage into quarter 2. We'll have it next after this pause. You're watching Marian Knights basketball in the Crossroads League tournament on the ISC Sports Network.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
Rob Brown, Jan Bozier back with you. Marian Pep Band in the house tonight. It's always better when the band is in the house.
Love the band.
Marian leading Mount Vernon Nazarene by 8 points, 20-12 in this first round of the Crossroads League tournament. 8 of the 10 teams qualifying for this tournament. Marian the 3 seed, Mount Vernon Nazarene the 6 seed. Neither team shooting it particularly well in that first quarter. Marian 38%, 8 of 21. Mount Vernon Nazarene 4 out of 13 for 31%. Knights led in that first quarter by Olivia Faust with 5 points. Angela Roshak with 6 points to pace the Cougars.
Yeah, you know, it felt like the offense struggled a little bit, and I think it did, but still you end up with 20 points. That's right on pace where you want to be as far as point totals. Defense was still pretty solid. Good 8-point lead to start off this first quarter.
Cougars basketball to start quarter 2. Set the lineups for you when we get the opportunity. Gwillem's in the lane. The elbow jumper is wide of the mark and out of bounds. So Knights begin quarter 2 with Bailey, Faust, Fisher. Or make that Grimm, rather. Faust, Bailey, Grimm, Kylie McNally, and Double. Double left side 3 is short.
Man, the good look, just a little short.
Walker's got the rebound out there with Johnson, Kybe. Ball out of bounds, turned over. Gwillems and Olivia Skilling's in for the first time tonight. 5'7" freshman from Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Well, both teams average about 14 turnovers a game.
Cougars already with 6.
Yeah, that's a little quick pace.
Knights have 2. Faust high-low to Kylie McNally. Pass too far, but the save kept it in. Double got the step down the baseline. Now the Cougars rotating, trying to recover. Kylie McNally stepping through, threw it up wide of the mark, but got her own rebound and put it up and in.
How about the effort? That's what you want this time of year, is just continued effort.
Knights with their second 10-point lead of the night. Gwillams killed the dribble in a tough spot. Unloads back out to Walker.
Marian understands they got to pressure this three-pointer from last time, trying to take it away and say, you're not going to beat us there.
Walker tried to bank the runner in to no avail. Double looks inside to McNally. Kick out to Faust. Errant pass, run down. Plenty of time for the Knights to find a shot. Entry pass kicked. And the shot clock reset to 20 on the kick ball. Katie Sprang returns for the Cougars. Double takes the screen into the lane. Back out to Faust. Two players posting inside. No passing angles to find either. Bailey instead gives to McNally down the baseline. Lost it. Out of bounds.
Well, she gave her a pass after she had already made her cut to the basket. They've really developed some bench, you know, for this women's basketball team. They can go 8, 9 deep now. They didn't feel it near as comfortable early on, Rob, and they now have no problem going 8, 9 deep when they have to.
So Kirby's back in, as is Double and Abby McNally. And traveling out front, called on Gwillams. Correction, Kennedy Filling was in the game earlier. Beg your pardon on that for Marian. Checked out in that last wave of subs. Abby McNally posting in the lane. Kept the pivot foot, flipped it up. It spun off the rim, but a foul called.
She's really developed that change of directions, staying on her pivot foot, and just continue to make the defender bounce around until she can force the contact. Really good at that.
Kibe takes the foul. First free throw good for Abby McNally. Well, a thank you to BSN, the preferred provider of apparels for Marian Knight Athletics. And McNally knocks in both free throws. 24-12 our score. Walker, one-hand pass over to Sprang. Crosses up into the lane, runs into a teammate, missed the shot. And Double brings it into the forecourt. Double to the elbow, finds Faust down the baseline. Faust cut off, fading.
Good shot, didn't fall. Marian has not been able to get the outside shot at any consistency here in the first half.
Johnson through the lane, a lot of contact, missed the shot. Slow to get up is Johnson. Knights have a 5-on-4 the other way if they hurry. McNally, turnaround shot, good.
Great pass, great intro pass. Abby had really posted strong. That's a good play.
Faust with the assist. McNally has 4 in the quarter, 7 in the game, and 1 rebound away from what would be her 8th straight double-double. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter. Johnson on the drive, too strong off the board. Bailey picks up the rebound. Wants to push, scanning both sides of the floor. Abby McNally trailing and called for the travel.
Took off before she put the ball on the floor.
Roshak returns for the Cougars. 26-12 our score. Knights up 14. Johnson tries a three and hits.
Down to 11. Knights got to get some offense going again. Still a good lead, but the Cougars have kind of whittled away at it, Rob.
At Johnson three, the first points of the quarter for the Cougars. McNally lost the dribble down the baseline and turned it over.
Abby thinks it's Marian, and they go, no.
That's the fifth Marian turnover of the game, third here in the quarter.
Well, if you're the Cougars, you want to get this thing down around 10 or 9 or 8 going into halftime. That would be a pretty good success story, at least in the first half for them.
Roshak, deep post. Turnaround shot over McNally is good.
Sure shot.
Roshak has 7.
Lead down to 9 now.
Actually, give Roshak 8, beg your pardon.
She had a great game last time the Cougars played here at Marian. She was really the dominant force offensively for the inside.
Double along 3 hits.
Let's get double going. Really good shot.
Taylor double with a team high 53 3-pointers coming in. Hits her first of the night there. Back to a 12-point advantage. Johnson in the paint. Pivots and missed it. Too strong with the turnaround. Double again, this time the right side. Spin it out.
Couldn't have been any farther in, came right back out. You want her to take that shot.
Double felt that one. Would have been 2 in a row. Roshak out of a double team, finds Sprang for a 3 off the front. Faust clears it ahead to Bailey.
Faust really doing a good job on the boards, Rob.
Has 3 to her credit. Entry pass stolen away. Walker. Hit ahead to Roshak. Sprang back to Walker, top side. Walker picked up her dribble. Sprang. Roshak backing Faust. Pivots through and off the board and in.
She is in a rhythm. Absolutely getting her the ball inside, and all of a sudden it's back to a 10, but man, they've got to get some help inside.
Foul call on Walker. Roshak's the first player on either team to get to double figures.
Right now, Marian's not electing to bring anybody down and double her. They're just playing her straight up.
Timeout. Media timeout. We'll take a break. 2:58 to go in the half. Marian up 10. We're back in a moment. You're watching Marian Knights basketball in the Crossroads League tournament on the ISC Sports Network.
We jumped in immediately. We take an intro to engineering course.
And they sit there and tell you, we're not going to push you through every single prereq your first 2 years. We're going to let you get hands-on work with engineering right away, because 2 years of a prereq, that's boring.
There's companies always asking for students with shop experience. And the dean will email me and say, hey, they're looking for a guy just like you, which is awesome that the dean knows who a guy like me is.
Hey, grab me one too.
Well, if saving money is important to you, if Indiana Members Credit Union, I should say, is proud to support Marian University. Now offers a Marian University Knights debit card. This card is included when you open a free IMCU checking account. Get your Marian University Knights debit card today and show your support. Visit any IMCU branch or sign up online now at imcu.com.
Well, the Knights remain solid. They had an 8-point lead after 1 quarter. It's up to 10 now.
Eva Fisher back in the contest for the Knights. Abby McNally, deep post. Backing in against Kibe. Flips it in off the board.
Really nice move. I like the way she used the one hand that time. Really nice post on the block for McNally.
McNally needed just 3 points tonight. She has 9. Need just 3 points to pass Kennedy Gerard and move into 6th place on the all-time program scoring list. So
that's
Abby
quite the accomplishment.
Check that box tonight. Yeah. 31-19 the score. One-legged fadeaway by Faust is over the rim. Knocked out of bounds. Zoe Wheeler will step on for Marian for the first time tonight, the 5'8" freshman from Indianapolis, Ben Davis High School.
Instant energy. That's what my
instant
nickname is.
Energy.
She
yep,
is
absolutely.
instant energy. I love to watch her play.
Sprang down the baseline, takes it up and in.
Got to play some D. She didn't play
Wheeler.
baseline.
1:50 to go here in the half. Knights have led by as much as 12. Fisher tracks it down near the timeline. Still 10 on the timer. Fisher, turnaround over Walker is too strong.
Well, it's not the greatest of shot selections. Last 2 or 3 times down, you know, fadeaway jumpers is okay, but they can get better shots than that. They got to really get focused on their half court, get better shot selection.
Johnson got a screen from Roshak. Now kicks it out to Kibe. 10 on the timer with Walker up front. Johnson takes Wheeler inside, put it up short. Kirby surveys. Through the lane, Kirby off the board and in.
Good shot off the glass.
Kenna Kirby with her first 2 of the quarter, 4 in the game. Backcourt violation. Oh, that's an unforced error for the Cougars.
That's a tough one, too, because Marian takes care of the ball here. They could get one of their bigger leads of the game right here.
Shot clock about 1.5 seconds ahead of the game clock. And Kibe fighting down low with McNally called for the foul. That's Kibe's 3rd.
Which is interesting because the Cougars are kind of playing her straight up, and I don't think they can match up that well. They're going to have to find some help on Abby McNally. She's way too strong, Rob. When she's got a player on her back, she's got that signature, you know, back move with that hand. Need I say more?
And Abby flips it in, giving her her 8th straight double-double of the season. 8th straight double-double, I should say, in the string. And there's another bucket by Abby McNally just before the halftime buzzer.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to play her like that. That's exactly where you go. Biggest lead of the game.
And the lead is 16 as the Knights close the half on a 6-0 burst. The Knights enjoying their biggest lead of the game, outscoring Mount Vernon in the quarter. 37-21 the lead. We're back after this.
See the success that we've had around here has been very, very rewarding for me. My name is Steve Downing. I'm athletic director. We've been able to build buildings. We've been able to put up video boards. We've been able to build locker rooms, dining halls here, and I think a lot of that speaks to the M Club itself. You know, people are really excited about what we're doing here. We haven't had to sacrifice anything for our athletes, okay, in terms of clothing them, feeding them, or traveling them to events, and we've done it in a first-class way, and I'm really excited about what that means for the M Club itself.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Whoa! Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
Rob Brown, Jan Bosher back with you here at John Grimes Court, the PE Center on the campus of Marian University. Marian leading Mount Vernon Nazarene in the opening round of the Women's 2025 Crossroads League Tournament. 37-21 our score. Let's take a look at how the first half unfolded. Knights led throughout the first half. 20-12 was our score at the end of one. Knights outscoring the Cougars 17-9 in the second quarter to hold this 16-point halftime lead, which is the biggest lead of the game for the Knights. Knights led by Abby McNally, who had a game-high 11 first half, make that 13 first half points, while Angela Roshak has 10 to pace Mount Vernon Nazarene. And Jan, a little late burst by the Knights to score the final 6 points to get this 6-point lead. Some overall impressions of what you saw from both teams in that first half.
I like what the Knights did there. They haven't shot the ball from outside all that well, and so you go to where you go, and that's Abby McNally down on the paint. If they're going to play her straight up behind her, you feed her all day long because they don't match up with her all that well. And she really extended this lead. They had an 8-point lead in quarter one, extended it 16. It's hard to really pick it apart, but I think on the overall scheme of their half court, they need to get a little bit better spread, a little bit better movement, and I don't want to be critical. How can you be critical of a 16-point lead? But you know what they can do, and you don't want to give the Cougars any breathing space at all because they get any type of run this, they could be close.
Cougars got it down to 7 in the second quarter before the Knights were able to gab it back out to 16. But you get the sense that the Cougars might have a run in them here in the second half, but foul trouble certainly an issue as both of the Cougars' leading scorers, Angela Roshak and Serenity Johnson, picked up 2 early fouls, and that cut into their minutes in that first half.
Well, we're in a game that they played in regular season. They came out in the second half, and that's where they started launching all their threes. So that's their MO. So 16 points could go away in a hurry if a team gets really hot from the three.
We'll take our first break here in the halftime activities. When we come back, we'll have more from the PE Center. After this, you're watching Marian Knights basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
We jumped in immediately. We take a intro to engineering course.
And they sit there and tell you, we're not going to push you through every single prereq your first 2 years. We're going to let you get hands-on work with engineering right away because 2 years of a prereq, that's boring.
There's companies always asking for students with shop experience. And the dean will email me and say, hey, they're looking for a guy just like you, which is awesome that the dean knows who a guy like me is.
Hey, grab me one too.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Well, back at the PE Center on the campus of Marian University, we're at halftime of this first round of the Crossroads League 2025 Women's Tournament. Marian leading Mount Vernon Nazarene by the score of 37-21. Three other games running concurrent to ours right now in this first round of three. In this 10-team league, 8 teams qualify for the conference tournament. The 1 seed Indiana Wesleyan, the number 2 ranked team in the country, hosting 8-seeded Goshen. Indiana Wesleyan winning the outright conference title. 2nd seed St. Francis, who finished in a tie with Marian, both teams 15-3, but St. Francis getting the 2 seed because St. Francis swept Marian during the regular season. So St. Francis, the 2 seed up in Fort Wayne tonight, hosting 7 seed Bethel, and Spring Arbor, the 4 seed, hosting the 5 seed Huntington. So the winner of the Spring Arbor Huntington game will play the winner of Indiana Wesleyan and Goshen. The winner of this game will play the winner of St. Francis and Bethel. The semifinal round games will be played on Saturday afternoon this weekend, Saturday afternoon. The championship games will be played on Tuesday night of this conference tournament. So the scenario is this: if the Knights win, they would be at home if Bethel were to defeat St. Francis. That game would be here on Saturday afternoon. If St. Francis were to defeat Bethel and the Knights were to win tonight, the Knights would then go to Fort Wayne and play St. Francis on Saturday afternoon. We'll try and keep you updated on the progress of the St. Francis-Bethel game as we move through the second half of the action here tonight. Take another break. When we come back, we'll have more from the PE Center as Marian leads Mount Vernon Nazarene at the break. 37-21 our score. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
To see the success that we've had around here has been very, very rewarding for me. My name is Steve Downing. I'm athletic director. We've been able to build buildings. We've been able to put up video boards. We've been able to build locker rooms, dining halls here, and I think a lot of that speaks to the M Club itself. People are really excited about what we're doing here. We haven't had to sacrifice anything for our athletes, okay, in terms of clothing them, feeding them, or traveling them to events, and we've done it in a first-class way, and I'm really excited about what that means for the M Club itself.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Whoa! Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
Well, let's take a look at our first half highlights as the Knights lead this one by 16. Marian got off to a quick start, leading this game 9-0. Points in the paint and some Olivia Faust jump shots getting this game underway. Faust continued her hot shooting from last Saturday. Knights were able to get some easy ones off of defense early.
Yeah, and really, I mean, talked about some things you'd like to see a little better, but they're on pace to be just really where they average, just a little under 80. And the really key is, and really the foundation of this team is their defense. Giving up just 21 points in the first half. Maybe I don't think we gave that enough credit because that's outstanding defense right there.
And points off turnovers favoring the Knights 19-8 right now. And you talked about defensive pressure as one of your keys, Jan. That's been a big factor in this lead so far tonight for Marian.
Well, when you're averaging 59 points defensively a game, you can win a lot of games even if your offense is not spectacular. When you're holding teams 59, 60 in that pace, 21's even under that pace. So it gives you that opportunity that if your offense is good but not great, you still can win. That's the staple of a solid team.
Well, you saw both post players with some moves around the basket, both post players leading the teams in scoring. Abby McNally with 13, as McNally, two of her 13 points right there, and Angela Roshak with 10. You saw a couple of her jump hooks off the board for the Cougars in that first half. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll take you up to the start of the third quarter next on the ISC Sports Network.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
We jumped in immediately. We take an intro to engineering course.
And they sit there and tell you, we're not going to push you through every single prereq your first 2 years. We're going to let you get hands-on work with engineering right away because 2 years of a prereq, that's boring.
There's companies always asking for students with shop experience. And the dean will email me and say, hey, they're looking for a guy just like you, which is awesome that the dean knows who a guy like me is.
Hey, grab me one too.
Well, first on site, formerly More Restoration, is here to help you power through whatever comes your way. From fire and flood to catastrophic storms or biohazards, they have the team, technology, and resources to help you restore, rebuild, and rise. Go Knights! Now, great crew working with us tonight. Vince Morellis, our director. Kyle Donlin handling our replays. Elijah Mass, Ian Wheeler, Carlos Alarcon IV, and Clark Quinlan handling the camera work tonight. Glad you're with us on this Wednesday. Maybe it's indicative, Jan, of the week that it's been. I had to stop and think of what day of the week it was.
That happens to me a lot. I feel your pain.
Find yourself in that predicament,
yes,
do you?
Yes, I do. More often than I care to admit.
I had the sentence queued up in my head. Glad you're with us on this, and I had to pause for a second. What day is this again? Wednesday. Glad you're with us any day of the week, but on this Wednesday, we're glad you're here. Knights shot 43% in that first half, and that was boosted by that late burst. They were under 40% for most of the half.
And there's no question for me, if I'm the Knights, I go right back to what got you this lead, and this is get Abby, get the defense to collapse, and then go inside, outside.
Neither team shot three-pointers in volume or with success. Double got in deep, turnaround shot good. Knights were 2 out of 6 from the three-point line. Mount Vernon 2 out of 7.
Well, in the last really 5 to 6 games, that field goal percentage continues to rise. It's at 47. coming into tonight. It may grow if you continue to win in the paint.
Double all the way, got to the rim and scored again.
Double off to a good start. And I think Coach Santana Anderson really talked about, hey, I want to see really, really good effort to get this thing started.
That previous possession, Abby McNally with the defensive rebound, her 12th. We mentioned at the top, as Weekly starts the second half off the bench in the first half, missed that 3 wide of the mark. Kirby into the lane, turnaround shot up and in. And the Knights getting into the paint early in this second half, much as they did in the first half. Abby McNally with 12 rebounds. McNally with 8 straight double-doubles. Jumper out front by Sprang is long. That gives her 18 on the season. And 39 in her career.
I think Coach Anderson would love to build up this lead and really get her bench involved today and allow her starters to have some rest, if possible.
39 double-doubles in 90 career games. That's pretty good percentage.
I'd say it's really good.
Knights with a 6-0 burst to start this second half to lead by 21. Double, picked up her dribble. Faust got the step down the baseline.
Beautiful move.
And scores.
Head fake.
Weekly is shaken up as Faust got by Weekly.
I think she may have turned her ankle.
Yeah, Weekly heads to the bench. The athletic training staff coming out to take a look.
Wow, what a start, Rob. You talking about getting off to a good start? The second half, I'm not sure you can script it any better.
Well, it was a 9-0 run to begin the game for the Knights, an 8-0 run here to start the second half. And the lead has grown from 16 to 24 in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Knights pressuring three-quarter court. And now fall back into a 2-3 zone look. Deflection scooped up by Gwillams.
Wow.
Nice move by Sprang to get loose down the lane. Well, Jan, I think you called it. The Cougars began the second half with more of a shooter's lineup on the floor. They just haven't been able to get to a point where they were able to get three-point shots up.
Yeah, I think the defense by Knights has been their staple, and it continues being. How about, we talk about shot selection. You can't script any better shot selection than they've had here in the second half.
6 quick points for Taylor Double to start this third quarter. 13 for the sophomore from Huntington. Gwillams, a right side three, around and out, took an extra hop.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be straight in, took a little hop on him.
Kirby up the floor.
Oh, no.
Threw a pass to a cutting Faust. Faust cut one way and the pass went the other. Johnson, diagonal pass. Roshak into the lane. McNally holds her ground. Roshak's shot too strong.
She was strong early on, and they've done a better job, Rob, of really kind of containing her a little more inside.
Bailey gets a screen from McNally. Bailey got the step to the rim with the left hand.
Well, the Knights are just absolutely dominating paint penetration here off the dribble drive.
12-2 run to begin this third quarter. Walker. Now it's a 3-2 run, a 3-2 push against the back of the press. Johnson rebounds her own miss. Shot blocked by Faust. Johnson pulls it back out. Shot clock partially resets to 20 off the initial miss by Johnson. Johnson doubled.
Really good D. They doubled her up.
Roshak foul line jumpers too strong.
Really no second shots of any type really for the Cougars. Knights have controlled the boards.
Bailey weaving through the lane. Roshak held their ground and blocked the shot. Santana Anderson said, let's get back. Gwillams open transition three. Kicks hard off the rim.
We're flying up and down now.
Bailey puts the brakes on the pace. Kirby out front. Bailey, deep bounce to McNally, turnaround shot,
good.
up and in and a foul.
That may be as good a half-court set as the Knights have had. Great spacing. I talked about that. Now look at all the bodies move. It cleared it out. You go inside.
Roshak takes the foul. Kylie McNally returns for the Knights, as does Kennedy Filling. Naomi Kaib is back in for the Cougars.
Really give Coach Anderson a chance to use that bench. You get down to tournament play, man, you just never know how important that bench play can and needs to be. So the more reps you can get them as you go further in conference tournament, and then even from there, that bench can be a big, big key role for your ball club.
3-point play for Abby McNally. 16 points, 14 rebounds for the junior from Cincinnati. Walker gives to Roshak on the roll, threw it over the rim.
Pretty good defense. She had made her force it a little bit.
Filling did a nice job on the switch, giving up some size in that help. Abby McNally down the baseline, turns and shoots.
How about the perfect pass from Bailey, though? Give her the assist. Beautiful bounce pass.
And Skilling lost her footing, but Abby McNally called for the foul. I'll give that to Kylie, beg your pardon.
It's hard to tell them apart.
Media timeout.
One number separates the 11 from the 12.
And when the ponytail covers
and
the second number.
That's the only difference.
Yep, that's when it gets me. Media timeout. We'll take a break. 4:29 to go. Third quarter, Knights up 29, 54-23. We're back after this on the ISC Sports Network.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark. As a leading third-party logistics company in North America, Spot gives you the tools to tackle industry challenges for their partners. Here, initiative, drive, and teamwork form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. At Spot, they've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for their success. Chart your own course today. Visit spotinc.com/careers for more information. That's spotinc.com/careers. Spot proud to partner with Marian University.
Rob, the big stat of this quarter, 2 points only right now for the Cougars.
It's a 17-2 advantage for the Knights. Another rebound for Bailey, her 8th. Filling off the window too strong. Roshak with a traffic rebound. Emily Grimm has come on for the Knights. Bailey with the steal. Hit ahead to Kylie McNally running the floor. Kylie with a right-hand finish.
That's one thing you can always expect out of Kylie. If there's a transition, she's typically the first one down. Great pass.
Running the floor.
Yes.
Kylie McNally special.
You can get points in a ball game simply by just great hustle plays, and she does that.
Walker. Around the horn to Skillings.
Wow, the Knights just flat out broke this thing wide open, haven't they, Rob?
Up 33 points, and another loose ball deflection and steal for the Knights. And
I have no clue what we got.
Chris Johnson has brought things to a halt, and I'm not sure why.
Not sure either. Interesting.
Emily
Don't
Walker
know.
checks out. Serenity Johnson's back.
Don't know what that was about.
I do not know either. We're back to action regardless. Grimm, turn and face, jump hook up, around and out.
Nice shot. Didn't fall, though. I like the left hand.
Johnson. Roshak trailing. Johnson turned it over. Palming. I'm not sure. What do they call that in college basketball? Is it a palm?
I think it's still a palm, yeah.
Palm?
You know, the good thing
in
about
the NBA, they call that a discontinued dribble, but I don't know what they call it.
well, that's a technical term for palm. Emily Graham now in the ball game. Good to see her get some minutes, but you know what education she's getting by practicing against Abby and Kylie McNally every game, every day.
Bailey into the lane, off the glass and in. Madison Bailey with 7 to go with 8 rebounds and 3 assists. What a game Bailey is having.
Can't say enough good things about her. Just a complete steady ball player.
Skilling's runner is off the mark, but Skilling's rebounds her own miss and draws the foul on Kennedy Filling.
Last year for the Knights, it was one of those positions, the point guard, where they kind of rotated, kind of played it by who they could put there. She is a pure point guard and has really been a piece they really kind of needed to get this group started.
Good cut off the inbounds and a nice play to set up Roshak right at the doorstep for an easy one. That's just the second field goal of the quarter for the Cougars. Olivia Faust back in the ball game. Corner three is way short. Rebounded by Johnson. Running ahead of the play is Sprang. Fisher hustling back. Stop the layup. Trailing 3 by Kaib is good.
Kaib with a good shot. Really haven't hit a lot of threes today like they did the last time they were here, at least up until this point. There's a good one. Still 30-point lead.
Just the third 3 of the game, to your point. Kylie McNally shovels to Fisher. Inside, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Filling. Into the lane, cut off.
Much better movement in the half court, though.
Kylie McNally tried to scoop it under the arm of Roshak to no go.
Really a much better job of ball rotation and moving without the ball for the Knights in the half court.
Grimm hustling down to rebound Johnson's miss. And Fisher walks it across the timeline. Inside 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Kylie McNally out of the double team to Faust. Finds Fisher with 8 to shoot and a foul in the block called on Roshak. That's Roshak's 4th by my count. It is indeed.
Yeah. I really, really like the way this group is moving. I'm sure that Coach Anderson had a conversation about moving without the ball, cutting to the basket at halftime. The first group and this group have done a much better job of making yourself, Rob, difficult to guard.
Grace Vermilia is on for the first time tonight. McNally tries the up and under move. Couldn't find the mark. Three-pointers knocked in by Vermilia just into the game.
A big hill to climb, and all of a sudden they're starting to warm up a little bit here from 3.
8 straight. For the Cougars. Runner up and in by Faust. Inside 40 seconds to go. And a foul called on Fisher on the reach-in. Knights had plenty of fouls to give. Just the third team foul on Marian in the quarter as Kirby returns. .26 3/10 left in the third. Fisher's got it, stole it, and is fouled by Sprang. Sprang's third, team's third. Shot clock dark. Marian can play for one here, up 29. Knights have led by as much as 35. Here in the quarter, Fisher had her pocket picked by Johnson. Johnson lost the handle, got it back, attacks baseline with 5, spins, missed the shot, but will shoot 2. As the foul's on Kirby. Serenity Johnson 1 for 3 tonight from the foul line. First one up and in. Johnson averaging 14.5 points a game, one of the top freshmen in the league. Second free throw good. J.L. Keller coming on for the first time tonight. (60-33), 4 seconds to go. Kirby lost the handle, and a foul called in the backcourt. Hold on a second here. The Knights were out of fouls, and if that foul is going to be called with time on the clock, the quarter is not over yet.
No, it's not.
The cheerleaders are out on the floor, and they're going to have to vacate the premises
Yeah,
here.
because that'd be 5 team fouls, and you shoot them.
So I don't believe the quarter is over just yet. They're going to take a look at the replay and see. Yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty of time left with Kirby giving that foul. There's at least a half a second, maybe even a full second.
Right.
Taking a look at this replay. Kirby reaches in. There's every bit of a second there.
That'll be 5 fouls.
And that's team foul 5, so the Knights are over the limit with that Kirby foul. Yep, 0.5 on the clock. So Kenna Kirby's foul is her second, and Naomi Kibe shoots 2. So the third quarter is indeed
not over with yet.
Not over. Kibe shoots 2. Kibe at 80%er on the season. Freshman out of Smithville, Ohio. First one up and in. So a late push by the Cougars, trailing by 35, cutting it down to 25. Here to close out the quarter. Knights still outscore Mount Vernon Nazarene in the quarter, 23-12. And it's a 60-35 lead as we head to the final quarter. It's next. You're watching Marian Knights and the Crossroads League Tournament on the ISC Sports Network.
This story is mad good.
Ice Spice?
Who's that?
It's my ex lemon lime soda.
This is intense.
But I love you. Aw, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Well, the Knights lead this one 60-33 as we head to the final, or 60-35 rather, as we head to the final quarter.
Yeah, I thought their third quarter was really, really good for the Knights. Came out, really focused, got their offensive going early, really everything downhill at the rim. Really didn't have to shoot well from outside because the for the most part, Rob, shot selection was exactly what you would want.
Mount Vernon basketball to start the final quarter. Walker, Johnson, Sprang, Roshak, and Kibe. Original starting 5 on the floor for the Cougars. Johnson, scoop shot at the rim is good. Serenity Johnson in double figures. Second Cougar to get there. She has 10. Filling, Kirby, Grimm, Faust, and Fisher, the 5 on the floor for the Knights. Grimm lost the handle, goes right to Kirby. Faust, corner 3, short. Rebound scooped off the floor by Roshak. Walker looked at the 3 for a moment. Hands to Sprang. Sprang tripped on her way to the goal.
Took a shot.
Sprang a little slow to get to her feet. Fouls on Fisher. Fisher's second. First on the Knights in the quarter. Zoe Wheeler back in for the Knights.
Really valuable time for this group of girls out here, Rob, to get some experience and keep that bench just getting better and better and better.
Johnson thought about a 3. Now down the baseline, puts it up and in.
Yeah, nobody for the Knights rotated over. You got to get over there.
The Knights led this game by 35 with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. And Mount Vernon Nazarene has chipped this thing down to 21, but Faust with a right-hand drive and score.
And Faust can do that because she's tall and got great length, and she's very good at using her body to create some space. That's a solid dribble drive move. That's a travel, absolutely.
Travel called on Kibe.
Yep, good call by official.
St. Francis leading Bethel 20-12 at the end of 1 up in Fort Wayne.
Boy, you go back to that game where the Knights lost by 2 to St. Francis, 74-72, I believe, something in that range. And wow, that was a hurt.
Double and Bailey have returned for the Knights. Double's got it out front. Bailey takes Walker into the lane, missed the runner, tapped up by Grimm short. Roshak backs Grimm into the lane, turnaround shot good.
Yeah, let me tell you something, that wasn't bad defense either. I mean, she really played her straight up. That was just a really good shot because the defense was relatively solid.
Tough shot converted by Roshak, who has 14. Bailey gets a screen from Grimm, drives right through the double team.
How did Bailey find her way around there?
Kicks to Double for a corner 3, that's good.
Another assist to Bailey.
Taylor Double with 16. And it's 65-41. And a foul called. What's the call?
Well, I'm not sure was she outside? Yep, they gave her the charge. Looked like her feet may have just been outside the circle. Let's take a look. Watch where the feet's at.
Yep. Foul called on Johnson. Her third. Knights with the basketball, scramble to the floor. We've got a tie up, and the arrow will favor the Knights. Willems is back in. Bailey. Turnaround shot is short, and the timer goes off. That Bailey's shot did not draw rim. And Sprang is.
I think she's got some blood on her.
Yep, blood on her.
Yep.
Just below her right knee. So Sprang has to get that covered up before we can continue.
Medic.
Well, you can get all the up-to-the-minute information on Knights athletics at MUKnights.com and follow them on Twitter at MUKnights. That's at MUKnights. Now back to action as Sprang is back and ready to go. Roshak drives right into the chest of Fisher, missed the runner. Here comes Double into the forecourt. Double's got 16.
Double's played really well. She's really had a good second half of the year season.
Bailey kicks to Wheeler in the corner. Grimm posts on Roshak,
Nice
put it up
move.
and in with the left hand.
I like that. I think she's got a huge potential here. She can really be a factor, even this year. She plays solid defense. Her offense has really been stable.
Walker, right side three, short. Double brings the rebound the other way for the Knights. Bailey dribble handoff to Double. Double spins, tried to bounce it through traffic to Grimm, and it's kicked. So the timer partially reset. Kenna Gray coming on for the first time. Senior from New Carlisle, Ohio. Bailey on the baseline, inbound looking. Floats to Grimm. Grimm had it poked free by Vermillion.
Yeah, brought the ball down. She'll learn. You got to keep that up, especially in college.
Vermillion, nice bounce across the lane to Roshak, who scores. Roshak with a team-high 16. Wheeler, hard drive to the baseline. Roshak tied Wheeler up, and the Cougars have the arrow. Instead, Sevilla stepping in for the Knights.
I thought Grimm played very well. I thought she came in and really provided some good, solid minutes.
Media timeout before we go any further, however. 67-43 our score, 4:54 to go. We're back after this on the ISC Sports Network.
This story is mad good.
Ice Spice?
Who's that?
It's my ex lemon lime soda.
This is intense.
But I love you. Ah, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not. When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
If saving money is important to you, visit Tom O'Brien, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, proud sponsor of Marian Athletics. Tom O'Brien is Indy's preferred Jeep dealer with 2 locations and the biggest Jeep inventory in Indiana. To show their support, Tom O'Brien will donate $200 to Marian for every car any student, parent, employee, or friend of Marian buys when you mention this promo. Go Knights and go to Tom O'Brien to see how their family works for you since 1933. Alongside Jan Bozier, Rob Brown with you this evening here at Marian for this Crossroads League Tournament first round contest. Marian leading Mount Vernon Nazarene 67-43, 4:45 to go.
And this is the kind of game that Coach Anderson, I think, was really hoping that she would get. They really were able to develop this coming out with that second half surge, and now she's getting a lot of players some playing time.
Sevilla blocked the shot and a foul called. Instead, Sevilla with the foul, her first, team second. Olivia Skillings returns for the Cougars. Roshak hits the first free throw. Joining the M Club is the absolute best way to support the student athletes at Marian University. For more information, visit marian.edu/mclub. Roshak hits both free throws. 27-17 the score up in Fort Wayne. Kirby's runner's no good. St. Francis leading Bethel. Winner of that game will take on the winner of this game. Vermillion running the floor on the nice feed from Walker. Vermillion finds the bucket.
Well, we certainly figured that St. Francis would be the favorite in that ball game. So far, they're out to a pretty good lead.
There's Sevilla with the bucket. Her first hoop of the evening. 69-47. Sprang in the lane, fouled en route.
Bailey's played a lot of minutes here in this second half. She's one of the few starters still in the ball game.
She would be the only starter in the ball game, to your point. Bailey's foul, her second.
I think some of the strategy is there. Just continue as a freshman to give her more and more minutes to keep the comfort and confidence level as peak.
Sprang hits the first free throw. Second one good as well. Cougars are a perfect 8 for 8 from the line here in the second half. The lead is 20 for the Knights. Marian leading by as much as 35 here in the second half. Have led throughout, have the Knights. Wheeler takes Roshak into the lane, driving kick, double for three short. Bailey clears another rebound, her ninth. Sevilla in the lane, steps through the double
good
team
shot.
and scores.
That's a good move. Good look by the senior.
4 for Sevilla. Timeout called by Mount Vernon. We'll stay here, 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout, we'll stay here, 3:10 to go. Marian leading by 22. Ask my partner to plug his ears while I talk about Hoagies and Hops.
Just what I need
serving
to hear.
PA-style hoagies and cheesesteaks in Indianapolis since 2015. Located just 5 minutes from campus, Hoagies and Hops, proud partner with Marian University Athletics, will provide a 15% discount for all fans. Just show your game day ticket or Marian ID card. For hours, menu, and location, visit hoagiesandhops.com.
And they have phenomenal food.
Phenomenal food.
And you know I'm dying of hunger right now.
Yes, I
so
know.
You absolutely poked the bear. I'm just telling you. Oh, thanks a lot. Now our producer says they just came there.
They just went there
Shocker.
for lunch. Yep. I just read what they put in front of me, partner.
Hey, and we thank them a lot for sponsoring.
For their
and I know they have great food, and our crew just ate there to verify that.
Marian University also proud to welcome new partners and sponsors in this academics and athletics year. Knights proud to work with Krieg DeVault, the Carson Agency, and Merchants Bank during the 24-25 season. Cougars basketball out of the timeout. 3 minutes to go in this one. Knights looking to advance to Saturday's semifinal round. This conference tournament, Knights are the defending tournament champions. Lost out of bounds. It'll go back to Marian.
Well, no question, the one consistent, Rick says it all the time, he's dead right. Your defense always travels, and they're on pace really to do what they have done all year long, holding teams 59 or under, assuming that the Cougars don't explode here in the next 2.5.
Fisher working out front. Comes Walker the other way. To the bucket and a foul.
He's going, what I got to do? They won't stop picking on me. Well, Rob, assuming everything stays like it looks like it's going to, and assuming St. Francis hangs on, that's going to be a rematch. That's a team that Marian was not able to beat this year. So, boy, that's going to be a good one. A lot of assumptions there. This was a little closer, obviously, so a lot of basketball to play up in St. Francis, but, boy, what a game that's going to be.
Kennedy Coleman is on, the 6-foot freshman from Charlestown, Indiana. So all 13 Knights who were available tonight have seen the floor. Vermillion hits both free throws. We're inside 2.5 minutes.
Nice pass.
Off the board, Coleman saw it roll off the rim.
Wheeler with a really good intro pass.
Down the baseline, Sprang fouled by Coleman.
Knights didn't get any backside help that time. Have we got everybody in the game today?
Everyone
I think
has
so.
stepped in.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
all
a good,
13 players available have played. Those would have been Coleman's first 2 points of the season.
Yeah, and I know Coach Anderson really, really wanted to do that, assuming this might be the last game here on this court.
Sprang's first free throw is good. Knights grab control of this game with a 23-14 third quarter to really put the game away.
Yeah. Quarter number 3 was superb. Really good third quarter.
71-53 our score. Fisher lost the handle. Walker sets up at the high right. Takes Wheeler to the lane, missed the layup. Kirby's got it. Ahead to Fisher. Coleman for 3, way short. Bailey's got the rebound, however. And Fisher saves to Wheeler. Shot clock partially reset. I don't think it should have, as Coleman's 3 did not hit the rim.
No, it never did hit the rim.
So the Knights getting an extended possession here.
She thought about it.
2 on the timer. Bailey tried to go backdoor to Coleman. Now the timer expires. And the Cougars get the shot clock violation they were looking for.
Timeout.
Amanda Short calls timeout just to get some subs in the game. Cameron Cummings is on. J.L. Keller is back in. And Haley Haidu is on also. So all 12 Cougars who were available have seen the floor.
Well, at first they said there's the subs. Now she said, the official goes, well, you called timeout. Now you got it. So we'll regroup here a little bit.
Yeah, we'll keep it here. 1:14 left as the Knights lead by 18. Marian leading by as much as 35 here in the second half. Knights with 3 in double figures tonight. Abby McNally leading the way with 18 points and 15 rebounds for her 8th straight double-double and 18th
How
of the
about
season.
that? That's impressive. She just brings the same effort every single game. She knows how to play the game. Absolutely been a great player here at Marian. Of course, just a junior.
Knights who won this conference tournament last year, won it 5 times all told. 2015, 2017, 18, and 2020 in addition to last year's conference tournament title. Mount Vernon Nazarene had not won a game in this conference tournament since 2021.
Mount Vernon's going to end with a winning season to just a little over 500 at 15-14, but boy, it just really hurt them when they lost their leading scorer.
Cummings killed the dribble at the foul line. Skillings, 17-footer is good. First 2 for Olivia Skillings. Great crew working with us tonight. Vince Morellis, our director. Kyle Donlin handling our replays. Elijah Mash, Ian Wheeler, Carlos Alarcon IV, and Clark Quinlan on the cameras with us tonight. Roshak. Skilling to the top. Roshak kicks it back out. Cummings run off the line by Wheeler. Cummings bumped by Wheeler. Knights are over the foul limit. Oh. Carlos Alarcon the fourth on the cameras on the baseline tonight. Cummings shoots 2. First one no good.
Really not a ton of free throws shot in this game today.
No. That's just the second miss of the quarter. Make it the third miss. Shot clock dark. Presumably, the Knights will not shoot. St. Francis leading Bethel 39-24 at halftime. The Knights win this one, leading from start to finish. 71-55 our final as the Knights improve to 14-2 here on the home court, 23-6 overall, and a perfect 18-0 all-time here at home against Mount Vernon Nazarene. Some final thoughts, Jan.
Well, defense was solid. They give up 59. They held the Cougars to 55. Offense was good. They just came in, they took care of business, got everybody in. A good win for the Knights.
Well, that'll about do it here from Marian. For our entire ISC Sports Network crew, I'm Rob Brown. Marian wins tonight, 71-55. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Rob Brown for our whole crew, saying so long, everybody.